students, welcome to online class. This is Sheila, your computer application teacher. Children, we have completed our portions and from today we are going to start our revision. Yes, let us start from chapter 1, Multimedia and Desktop Publishing. So what is multimedia? It allows the users to combine and change data from various sources like text, image, graphics, video, audio into a single platform. Combining of all the sources together into a single platform is termed as multimedia. What is multi? Multi means many. Media means a mode of transmission. Yes, a mode of transmission. So, multimedia provides services like storage, communication, presentation, input or output interaction of your text, video, image, graphics and audio. So, what is multi? Multi means many. What is media? A medium of transmission. A medium of transmission. And what are all the services that your multimedia provides? A storage, communication, presentation, input or output interaction of your text, video, graphics, etc. What are the components of multimedia? There are two components of multimedia. One is going to be dynamic elements. The other one is static elements. What is static? Static is that is going to be stable. That does not change. Let it be your text and graphics. What about dynamic elements? Video, animations, audio are all termed as dynamic elements. Name the components of multimedia. Dynamic elements and static elements. In that, static elements means text, graphics, dynamic elements, video, animation and audio. So what about text? Text is classified into two. One is going to be static text, the other one is going to be hypertext. What is static text? Static means that does not change. That does not change. It may be a heading or a line in a paragraph. It may give information or support an image or video. What does it do? It just gives information or supports an image or video. That is all your static text does. What about hypertext? Hypertext is used for creating links. Say for example, as you get into your Wikipedia and all, when you are surfing for something, what happens is you will have a blue words. Yes, when on clicking on that blue words, what will happen? It moves on to a next page. Yes, it just acts as a link. The same way, hypertext contains notes, text, and it just links between notes. Just have a look here. What happens when you click on that link? It will move on to the other page. And images are of two types. One is going to be bitmap. The other one is going to be vector image. Bitmap is otherwise called as raster image. And this bitmap is simply made of tiny dots. What it is actually made of? Tiny dots. And we call this tiny dots as pixels. Pixel contains many colors. And for every bit, it contains two colors. Each and every bit contains two colors. And totally we say that there are 256 colors, isn't it? More than 256. As of now, on a complete packet, we will call it as 256 colors. And as we take 4 bits, what will happen? It is going to be 16 colors. How do we define it? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. What about 8 bits? It is going to contain 256 colors. Because if 1 bit is going to contain 2 colors, 8 bit will contain 256 colors. How do we classify it as 2 into 2 into 2? 8 times. Yes. Next, bitmap. Just have a look at this image. Is this image very clear? It's an eye, isn't it? So as you magnify the image, you can only see tiny dots. That is why we call it as what? Bitmap or raster image. And what about vector image? Vector image is used for drawing elements or objects such as lines, rectangles, circles to create an image. What do? We just use this vector image for creating lines, rectangles, circles or to create an image. And when compared to your raster image, this is going to occupy only very less memory and it uses compression technique. What is meant by compression technique? It means when an image is going to be too big, right? We can resize it. Yes, That such technique is actually available for your vector image. Transmission is faster. Transmission is faster, and your compression formats are going to be GIF, TIFF and JPEG. Just have a look at the difference between your vector logo and rastered logo. See, for your vector logo, on magnifying also, what happens? The picture is very clear. Whereas in your raster image, you cannot magnify the whole picture. As you magnify a part of the picture, you will have only dots specified. That is the difference between your vector image and raster image. Let me repeat. For your vector image, as we magnify, as we scale up, what happens? The image remains constant. Yes, you can see the picture here. As well, when you get into your bitmap image, what happens? You are not capable of magnifying the whole picture. Even if you magnify the whole picture, you are going to have only dots. So till now, what did we see? We saw what is multimedia definition. What is multimedia definition? Multi means many, media means medium of transmission. Combining of your text, video, audio, graphics, everything together into a single platform is termed as what? Multimedia definition. Components of multimedia. You have dynamic elements, static elements, isn't it? What is dynamic elements? Text and graphics, isn't it? And animation. What about static elements? Text, images and all is going to be your static elements. Text is further classified into static and dynamic. Hypertext, isn't it? Image, a bitmap and vector image. Now let us move on to animation. Animation means it is nothing but a process of displaying a still image so quickly such that they just give an impression that it is moving. The image will be still, but still what happens is it just gives an impression that it is actually moving. And what about dimensions? There are two dimensions. Actually, we know 2D and 3D. Yes. What about 2D? 2D means length and height. 3D means length, width and height. Just have a look here for your 2D and 3D. When you look at this, what happens? This is going to be your 2D image. 2D image, you are not going to have any width, isn't it? Whereas in your 3D image, you have width also along with your length and height. Types of animation. You have two animations. One is going to be path animation. The other one is going to be frame animation. What about path animation? Background remains constant and only the image keeps moving in your path animation. Background remains constant and only the image moves. What about frame animation? Your both will move. Multi objects are allowed to travel simultaneously and the background and the object also changes. You can use multiple objects to travel continuously as well. In this, your background and the object will change, will keep moving. What is frame animation? See, we are just creating this to create. Actually, you will have types 25 images for a normal picture and all. We have just taken 26 pictures to represent a movement. Yes, what is frame animation? For a smooth frame motion, it needs 16 frames per second. How many frames do we need? 16 frames per second. For natural looking, how many frames do we need? 25 frames per second. Yes, what did we see for now? What is animation? What is animation? Making a picture move. Yes, a still picture to move continuously such that it forms what? A movement. Yes. What about dimensions? You have 2D and 3D. What about types of animations available? Path animation and frame animation. What is path animation? Background remains constant and only the picture moves. What about frame animation? In frame animation, you can use multiple objects together as well. The background and also the image keeps moving or changing. The next topic is all about sound. What is sound? Sound is nothing but just gives you a meaningful speech in any language. Yes, and it is the most serious element. It is going to be the most important element in multimedia. Yes, it provides the pleasure of music, special effects, everything. And what about decibels? Decibels is nothing but the measurement of volume. The measurement of volume or the pressure level of sound is termed as decibels. And MIDI. What is MIDI? MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Identifier. Why do we use this? It is used as a standard communication tool. Why do we use it? It is actually used as a communication tool developed for computers and electronic instruments. Why do we use it? It is used for computers and electronic instruments. What does this do is, it just gets the voice and transfers them to the system. That is what it actually does. This tool is flexible and easy for composing the projects in multimedia. It synthesizes the sound and software for sequencing are necessary for MIDI. What about digital audio? Sampled sound is a digitized sound. Sample of sound is taken and stored every nth fraction of second. So, see, digital audio is nothing but we speak, right? When I speak, normally, and when you people are going to be in a physical class and going to attend, what happens is my voice is not going to be an analog audio. Whereas, when I take the same voice and when I'm transferring it to my mobile device and when you people hear it, it is going to be termed as a digital audio. Hope you people are able to understand. So the quality of recording depends on the sampling rate. What is sampling rate? It is defined as how often the samples are taken and how many numbers are used to represent the value of each sample. How many samples you take and how many numbers you are using to represent each value of sample. So let it be the bit depth, resolutions and sample size. The finer the quality of sound captured and the resolution is achieved while playing back. What about video? Video is display of recorded events, isn't it? And it is a powerful way of conveying information in a multimedia applications. Yes, it is categorized into two. The first one is going to be analog video. The other one is going to be digital video. Long ago and all, when you people see, you would have had your parents' wedding CDs and all. It will be in a tape like format. Yes, you will have tapes inside. Yes, those such formats are termed as analog video. Actually, it is divided into two types. One is going to be composite, the other one is going to be component analog video. Yes, composite analog video has all video components. But like what? Like brightness, color, synchronization, everything will be combined into one. That is what is called as composite. Due to combining of video components, the quality of composite video results in what? Results in color blending, lower quality and high generational loss. What are the file formats that we have? Text format. Yes, first one, text formats. Let us take file formats. Let us say first text formats. In text formats, you have different types of text formats. One is going to be RTF. RTF stands for rich text format. It was actually introduced by Microsoft in 1987. Yes, what about plain text? It is just opened, read and edited by text editors. Generally, we use it in Notepad. Gedit. Gedit is also a notepad which is actually used by Linux software. Yes, TextEdit, which is actually used by Mac OS. Yes, and this original plain text is always original and it is a popular way of conveying an email. So what all we have in a text format? RTF and plain text. Now let us move on with image formats. What is TIFF? This format is commonly used in desktop publishing world. Yes, TIFF stands for tagged image file format. Your TIFF allows image compression. Yes, image compression, and the format is comfortable for moving large files between computers. See, once when the file is too big, it will not be very easy for us to send it from one system to the other. So what happens? We wanted to make a compression. That such compression is possible using your TIFF. Next comes your bitmap. Bitmap we already saw, right? Bitmap is otherwise called as raster image, BMP. Initially this format is in use with Windows. It is quite large and uncompressed. That is why as we magnify, we get only dots and we don't get a clear picture. What about DIB? DIB stands for Device Independent Bitmap, which is very similar to your BMP. And GIF. GIF is a compressed image format, and in most of the computer color images and backgrounds are GIF files only, isn't it? File format is suitable for graphics. As you get into your mobile also, you can see GIF images. Yes, it's a 13-bit color lookup table which is used by a GIF format to identify its color values. Next comes your JPEG. What is JPEG? JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. It is designed to maintain maximum image compression. Why do we use it? For maximum image compression. It uses lossy compression technique. What is lossy compression technique? It means as I compress, few data may get lost. As I reconstruct, what happens? Some data may get lost. That is what is termed as lossy compression. It works good with photographs, naturalistic artwork and similar material, but functions less on lettering like drawing, live drawings and simple cartoons. It is because when a part is going to be missed, the whole cartoon will be lost. TGA. TGA stands for TAGRA. It is the first popular format for high resolution images. TGA is supported by video capture boards. Next comes your PNG. PNG stands for Portable Network Graphics. See, here it's an extensible file format for less loss. Yes, it is not like your JPEG. Yes, it is well compressed storage of raster image. It acts as a replacement for your GIF and replaces multiple common uses of TIFF. PNG works good with online viewing applications like World Wide Web. So it is fully streamable with best display options. These are the image formats for your PNG, TIFF, JPEG, AI, PDF and EPS. Next comes your digital audio format. As we get into digital audio format, first a type is going to be WAV. WAV stands for Waveform Audio File Format. It is actually a popular audio file format for storing uncompressed sound. We are not compressing anything. The original data will be stored as such. In order to retain the reduced file size, it is actually converted from this file format to MP3. So what is MP3? MP3 is MPEG layer 3 format, a compressed data, right? So it is a most popular format, and nowadays we use it in mobile phones also, isn't it? For listening sounds, musics. It is used for storing and downloading musics. It is roughly compressed to 1/10 of the size of an equivalent WAV file. What is OGG? OGG stands for OGG is also a audio file format. It is an open source container format. It is used for beta streaming and high-end quality digital multimedia. And it can be compared to your MP3 files in terms of quality. AIFF stands for Audio Interchange File Format. Yes, it is used by Apple, by which wave-like form will be represented for the Mac. WMA stands for Windows Media Audio. It is actually popular for your Windows Media Audio format. It is owned by Microsoft and it is designed with digital right management abilities for copyright protection. See, all this is going to be audios, different types of audios that is actually available. RA, real audio format. It is used for streaming the audio over the internet. It is usually used for storing a computer file and computer hard drive or CD. Yes, the most common formats are going to be .wav, MPEG, MP3, WMA and RA. See, these are the formats for your audio. Digital video file format. Digital video, we have AVI. AVI stands for Audio Video Interleave. It is a file format for Windows. Here sound and picture elements are stored in alternate interleaved chunks of the file. See, it is used for storing pictures and sound. MPEG. MPEG stands for Moving Picture Experts Group. It is a standard for generating digital video and audio under the International Standard Organization, that is ISO, by the group of people. The group has developed MPEG-1 and the standard on which video CD and MP3 are based. And MPEG-2, it supports TV, yes, set-top boxes and all. And MPEG-4, it is used for multimedia and mobile web. And MPEG-7 for searching audio and visual content. And research on web, MPEG-21, which is multimedia framework, has started in 2000 and it is still going on. And simply MPEG is a standard for digital audio and video compression, both for video and audio. These are the types of images that we have for your video formats. Yes, let us stop with this, children. Let us continue our multimedia production in our next class. Thank you.